To start off, we're going to be in standing, so gently bend your knees and come on up to Samastitihi. Pausing in Samastitihi for a moment with your hands by your side. Find the equanimous neutral point where the belly is drawn in, the pelvic floor is engaged, and you find the perfect place to initiate movement from, as though the movement is a natural extension of the state of presence that you're not forcing, but that your body is effortlessly drawn into each movement. I know that might be a lot to ask, but if you start off with that intention, all of your movements through your yoga practice will be a reflection of the truth of the inner state. We'll begin with sun salutations to awaken that inner fire, to warm up the body as we begin to move through the flexibility and the strength it takes to move into Titivasana. You ready to get started?
Let's do it.
Okay. Starting off at the front of your mat, inhale the first breath, raising the hands above the head, reach high. Exhale, belly sucks in, pivot through the hips, fold forward and down. Inhale, center of the chest is up and forward. Exhale, step back, hold plank for a moment. Chaturanga Dandasana, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Push back to downward facing dog. Make sure the feet are hips width apart, hands shoulder width apart. Roll the shoulders open as the belly sucks in. Start to engage the shoulder girdle. Find the center of the pelvis and root your breath down in there without pooching the belly out. So it's a calm and diaphragmatic breath that is resonant through the back of the throat. Use the powerful sound of the breath to awaken the inner fire, to steady and calm the mind, to bring your awareness into the inner body, into the subtle body. Switch your gaze forward and inhale, step on forward, feet between the hands, lift your chest, look up. Exhale, fold forward over your thighs, drawing the lower ribs in. Inhale, rise up, palms press, reach it high, Samastitihi, all the way back down. Again, inhale, raise the hands, rise it up, reach high. Exhale, belly sucks in, fold forward and down. Inhale, chest up and forward. Exhale, step back, plank for a sec, and then Chaturanga Dandasana, lower down. Inhale, upward facing, and exhale, downward facing. Press up through the shoulders as you roll it back. Nice and steady here. Make sure your hands shoulder width apart, feet hips width apart. Tune into the inner space, tune into your strength and your flexibility. Keep the mind calm and equanimous. Remember, equal length of inhalation and exhalation. Steady, calm breathing. Focus on the inner experience. Let the goal of your practice be the inner awareness, the inner experience, not the shape or the aesthetic form of the asana. One more breath here. Switch the gaze forward and inhale. Let's walk those feet forward between the hands. Chest up, look up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, rise up through the center line. Palms press. Samastitihi. One more time. Inhale, hands up. Reach high. Exhale, belly sucks in. Fold it all the way down. Inhale, chest up. This time, strong shoulders. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. 5 breaths, steady, calm breathing. Feel and hear the resonance, the power of the breath. Let the breath be a thread that unites the conscious and the subconscious minds, attuning yourself to the subtlety of the inner awareness. Engaging the pelvic floor, feel the hips lifting back and up, the shoulders nice and firm. Switch the gaze forward, press up through the shoulders and inhale, jump your feet between the hands. Lift the chest, look up. Exhale, fold it right forward. Inhale, come up, palms press, reach high, Samastitihi. Good. Surya Namaskar B. Let's bend the knees. Inhale, hands are right up, palms press. Exhale, fold the rib cage, straight legs go down. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana, all the way down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing, keep the shoulders strong. Virabhadrasana, warrior 1, right side. Inhale, step on forward, strong foundation, arms up. Exhale, Chaturanga, belly sucks in, strong shoulders, firm core. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Left side, step on forward with the left foot, heel to the arch. Rise up through the center line. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing. Nice steady breathing. Let the inner fire awaken. So the sun salutations awaken the fire of purification. Fire, the symbol of light. Light signifying awareness, the inner awareness. The awareness of the truth of the inner being. Recognize that the sun salutations calm and steady the mind and tuning it to that inner light of knowledge. The Ashtanga Yoga method, as defined in Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, is said to ignite the jnana diptir, which is translated into English as the lamp of knowledge, the knowledge of the true self, giving you a calm, steady inner peace that will transcend every breath of your entire life. So that's what we're working on here, not any shape, the true spiritual strength of the practice. With that in mind, let's look forward. Press up through the shoulders. Inhale, jump forward. Lift your chest, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, back to standing, samastitihi. One more time. Bend the knees. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, fold forward, go down. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, jump back. Chaturanga Dandasana, lower down. Inhale, upward facing, and exhale, downward facing. Step on forward with the right side, one deep inhalation as you flow all the way up. Palms pressed, gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana, lower down. Inhale, upward facing, and exhale, downward facing. Left side, inhale, step forward, raise the arms. Finding the center line, exhale all the way back, step back, go down. Inhale, upward facing, and exhale, downward facing. Steady breathing, pressing through the shoulders. Pivot through your hip joints, start to awaken through the inner space of the body. Moving your pubic bone back in space while at the same time the tailbone is heavy, as though these 2 points are married together at the center of the pelvis, creating an awareness of the inner space of your body, of the emptiness behind your pubic bone, of the emptiness deep in the pelvic cave. Switch your gaze forward and inhale. Think about hips, travel forward over your hands, jump forward, and chest up. Exhale, fold forward, bend your knees. Hands in prayer, press it together. Exhale, all the way up to standing. Good. Inhale, take a step out to the right side. Make your feet parallel. We're going to start off with a wide-legged forward bend, also called Prasarita Padottanasana. Hands hold onto your waist. Inhale, suck the belly in, rise the center of the chest. Exhale, pivot at your hips, fold forward, taking your hands on the ground. If possible, align your fingers and your toes. Let the feet be a little wide for right now. Straighten the arms. Inhale, look up, create space behind the pubic bone. Exhale, fold forward, placing the top of the head on the ground. Lean a little forward if you need to get the head on the ground or widen through your legs. Then, if your head is on the ground, take your hands down, lift your head up, and then exhale, pivot your torso a little bit through your thighs as you squeeze the thighs towards each other, aiming the top of the head towards the ground. Activate the thighs, squeezing the elbows towards each other so the elbows track in line with the wrists. Gaze at the tip of the nose. We're going to hang out here for a few breaths. So why don't you pivot forward a little onto the top of the head and then press the head into the ground. If your head's just barely reaching the ground, just hang out there. Get nice and stable through your practice, through the inner awareness. Don't force your hamstrings to be too open too soon. However, if you're feeling like you could have a little bit of an extra challenge, walk your feet just a little bit in, but keep your head on the ground. Then move your hands back, and then inhale, pick your head up, and exhale, slide your torso through the thighs. Remember, we're doing this as a prepare for the posture called Titibhasana. So you need the deep movement of your torso sliding between the thighs to really prepare for this pose. Stay here for a couple breaths. If you feel any pressure on your sitting bone, come out of the pose a little bit and bend your knee to avoid any pressure on the attachment of your hamstring. But if you're just feeling your hamstring, the deep belly of the muscle really stretching, the back muscles working, hey, that's no problem. Remain calm, remain equanimous. Then inhale, lift your chest, look up, exhale there. Inhale, hands to your waist, and come all the way up. And exhale. Good. Now we're going to do one more of these. So we're going to do the C versions. This is where we bind the hands behind. Inhale, raise your arms out to the side. Exhale, interlock the fingers right above the sacrum. Straighten the elbows. Inhale, lift your chest, look up. Creating the space deep along the inner body. Exhale, pivot through the hips, fold forward, rolling your head forward. And if it's possible for you, you relax the shoulders, taking your hands towards the ground, surrendering your shoulders into gravity. It's a big temptation right now to pull on your hands, but if it's possible for you, think about melting, surrendering, softening through the shoulders, relaxing through the shoulders as you pull up with your pelvic floor. Then, if your hands are on the ground and you feel calm and relaxed, we can take it a little bit deeper by bending the elbows and internally rotating the shoulders, maintaining the rotation by locking the fingers as you spiral down, moving deeper in. Now, don't push your arms to the ground. It's real tempting to push down. Rotate the shoulders and let that be your primary intention. This is going to help you later as we move into the arm balance, Titibhasana, that we're building up towards. We're going to stay here for one more breath. And again, internal rotation, shoulder blades spread away from each other. Don't yank on your arms or try to force to the ground. There's nothing beautiful that waits you on the ground. Everything that is beautiful is already inside of you. Then inhale, pull your pubic bone up and forward. Come all the way up. Hold on to your waist. Exhale there. Inhale, come on back up to Samastitihi and feet together. Inhale, raise the hands above the head, reach high. Exhale, pull your belly in, fold forward and down. Inhale, center of the chest rises up and forward, and exhale, jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing, deep breath. Exhale, downward facing, push back. Now we went over this in the first class, and you've probably seen this on my Be Strong series. We're going to jump through all the way to seated. So push up with your shoulders. You can do it with cross legs or straight legs. Inhale, jump all the way forward and through, come to an L shape, and exhale, lower down. We're going to move into the posture called Marichasana A. So keeping your legs straight, bend your right knee into the body, sucking the belly in. Leave a hand's distance between your right foot and your left thigh. Then inhale, suck the belly in, and exhale, fold forward and down, internally rotating your right shoulder, picking that right hip up off the ground. Internally rotating your left shoulder, reach back. See if you can bind your hands. If not, just leave them hanging or grab a strap, something you can hold on to. After you've gotten the bind, or as close to the bind as you can, inhale, elongate the torso forward. Exhale, fold your torso down as you pull the knee back in space. Separating your torso from your thigh is a crucial part of getting into Titibhasana. It's going to build the strength and flexibility through the inner body as we build up to it. So hold here for a few breaths. Creating space behind the pubic bone. Think about creating the space of the pose. Every yoga posture works by creating space around the joints. Space in the mind, letting go of the past, letting go of emotions, negativities, things that are holding you back, tuning into the infinite space of the true self within, where your true strength lies. Then inhale, come on up, planting that right sitting bone down. Pull it back for a moment just to see if you can work the flexibility through the hip flexion. Then exhale, gently release, crossing your feet out in front. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing. Then we're going to come on through. We're going to do the other side. So straight legs or cross legs, your choice. Inhale, land in the L shape, and exhale, down. Pick it up to the other side. Bend that left knee into your body, leaving a hand's distance between your foot and your thigh. Then inhale, exhale, fold forward, internally rotating your left shoulder. Reach around, seeing if it's possible to make the connection, binding the fingers, holding the wrist, or holding onto a strap. Inhale, suck the belly in, pulling that left hip off the ground. Exhale, fold your sternum down to the right knee. Suck in the belly. You can gaze towards the nose. You can touch your chin. Or if it's more comfortable, you can think about touching your forehead to your knee. But the most important part of Marichasana A is to let your torso slide down while you pull back on the left hip, creating separation between your torso and your thigh. Then inhale, lift back, planting that left hip on the ground, and just pull your knee back to get a deeper hip flexion. Hold it there for a moment. And exhale, gently release. Cross your feet. Inhale, we're going to take it up. Exhale, jump back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. and exhale, downward facing. All right, we're gonna move into an arm balance called Bhujapadasana, all right? This is a pressing pose where we begin to press the knees onto the shoulders. So look forward. Inhale, jump your feet to the outside of the hands, pause here. Come down into a squatting position, hands in prayer. So if this squat is hard for you, you're not gonna take it further than this because you have to get the deep hip flexion. So let's just hang out here for a moment. Rock side to side. So you rock into the right side, rock into the left side, and feel the head of your thigh bone, the top of the femur dropping deeper into the socket. And then pause in the middle. And now squeeze the knees onto the shoulders and press the shoulders back and hold it there for a few breaths. This is gonna give you the motion of sliding your torso between the thighs. Hands down on the ground. Inhale, lift your hips just a little. Pick your right foot up, step on your right hand. Pick your left foot up, step on the left hand. Get your calf muscles wrapping around your shoulders. Then exhale, bend gently down and slowly squeeze the knees onto the shoulders, tighten through the core. Bring your left foot in, your right foot in, cross your feet over each other and come to balance. And here we have Bhujapadasana. If you find yourself comfortable in Bhujapadasana with your feet off the ground and the feet flexed, you can try to point your feet. And we'll stay here for 5. 1, 2, you really want to straighten the arms now. If you found yourself that your butt slid to the ground, that's happened to me countless times. What you have to do is pick it back up and start again. Hold it here for a few more moments. Then we're going to try a transition that's going to bring us into our first version of Titibhasana. Release your toes, drop the hips back, and inhale. See if you can straighten the legs up and forward as you drop the hips back. Then inhale, pick your hips up, bending the knees, and exhale, jump back chaturanga. That was beautiful. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. We're gonna work a little more of the flexibility.